Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter.
They're going to have a few games in a row here at home. This is a prime time opportunity for them to establish some rhythm and momentum going forward.
Here's Allen. Oh, Williams with the block. Shot clock at 6. Here's Vassell. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Here's Mitchell. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Back to Allen. And he can't get that one. Some solid defense from Williams.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Reed. Beyond the arc. Williams grabs the board.
I mean, just a tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
It really seems like everyone in the league can elevate these days, and Johnson, well, he's no exception.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And it's Pelicans ball. 6-point game. On the wing, Vassell. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
That's a strong move by Vassell. He plays with more power than I think you actually realize.
Nice shot by Harden.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Reed. Here's Allen. Back to Reed. Here's Brown. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And here's Harden. Williams with the screen. From deep, Johnson. And the three-pointer goes. Johnson's got 7.
I just love the ball movement.
Pass to Allen. Williams grabs the board.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jarrett Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best. The southpaw, hard, lucky lefty. He's a tremendous offensive player who can pretty much get triple-doubles in bunches.
The drive by Harden. Lays it up and banks it in. 7 points in the game.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Here's Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Vassell can't get it to go.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And Williams punches it home.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Back to Mitchell. Vassell outside. Top of the key. And it falls all over the rim and in.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Down low. Allen. Right side Mitchell. Pass to Carter. Outside Mitchell. Takes a three. Sends it home from three-point land. Mitchell's got 5.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell is progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. And here's New Orleans now. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Brown shot. Is good.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The drive by Harden. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
Here's White. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Here's Carter. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
I mean, the second effort from Carter Jr., real nice motor on this guy.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Harden can't hit. Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by White. Mitchell with the ball. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here's Hunter. He's scoreless. Left side White. James Harden, he's been the guy making things happen for Phoenix. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We'll be right back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
When Monk isn't finding his own shot. He's making some slick passes.
Here's Holland. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Here's Carter. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Brown. Goes back up. LeVert with a rebound.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimmick.
Throws it down despite a man right in his face. Opportunity here to make it a three-point play.
Turns on the Jets for that drive. Monk's quickness is sometimes deceptive.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Phoenix leading by 7. Here's LeVert. He takes it in. Robinson Earl with a rebound. Here's New Orleans now. And at home for the next one, it'll be Oklahoma City pulling in. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand.
Nice find by D'Angelo. He's always had that great vision.
Here's Holland. Over Trent. And that one comes up a bit short. Outside Monk. Trent outside. Back to Monk. Pass to Robinson Earl. 6 to shoot. Monk with it. Jordan picks him up. And it's Monk missing. So it's Phoenix now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. RJ with Harrison Barnes on the roster. The team can count on durability and reliability.
Oh, and don't forget about the veteran leadership he brings to the table. You can't underestimate how important it is to have a champion and a veteran like that in your locker room.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Back to Robinson Earl. Pass to Carter. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. The Suns lead by 7. Here's Shepherd. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Malik Monk picks one up. Phoenix shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. He's perfect from the line this time.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
To the paint. Here's Robinson Earl. Cornette. Shot from the low post is good. Cornette's got his first points of the game.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
This is all you can do if you're the defense. LeVert is excellent at gutting his way through physical coverage.
And he jams it home with authority.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And here's LeVert for 3. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Now Monk. He's got 5.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Phoenix on D. 10-point lead. Trent on the wing. Here's Shepherd. And there it is for him. Shepherd's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Coaches love those hit-ahead passes, advancing the ball as quickly as possible.
To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Minute 32 left in the second. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Reed. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Back to Cornette. Pass to Reed. And the layup is good off the glass.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And here's LeVert for intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. 40 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Harden. There's the drive. And then Harden with the jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Monk into the lane. Outside for Russell. Inside. Just 5 on the clock. Off target with the 3. Pass to Johnson. There's the triple. Counted from distance. Johnson's got 10 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points a key to this lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Williams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
At the line for the Suns, Mark Williams.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Pelicans trail by 13. Allen outside. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Harden, good.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Mitchell on the drive. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Mitchell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player, to compete for titles, too.
Your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
And it's good for 2.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to review the game plan. Pelicans trail by 13. Back to Mitchell. Shoots over White. Outside Mitchell. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Here's Harden. There's the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
He is an elite offensive rebounder. Allen is especially good at getting ideal positioning on that glass.
Yes, it's good.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Pass to Brown. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Outside White. Johnson for 3. Reed with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 13. Mitchell with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. They double team Allen. Pass to Brown. Left side Reed. Here's Brown. Here's Allen. Covered by Johnson. Here's Vassell. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitution for your Pelicans.
Luke Cornett. Wendell Carter Jr.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Harden. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
This goes to
Harden's got 25 points.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Here's Carter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
And so they foul intentionally. And you look around the league, we're witnessing a changing of the guard, Richard. A lot of young teams on the rise.
I think so. LeBron, Curry can only rule the roost for so long. Eventually, that torch has to be passed.
Barnes, no good. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 13. Here's Carter. And he banks in the layup. Carter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Over to the wing. And here's Shepherd for 3. He buries it from 3. And the Suns lead by 14.
A Swiss Army knife talent, LeVert is very skilled at setting the table for his teammates.
Back to Cornett. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now here's LeVert. He's got 9. Pass to Shepherd. Here's Holland. And here's Jordan. He's guarded by Vassell. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it.
substitution for your Pelicans.
Pelicans trail by 14. Cornett in the post. Outside for Russell. Left side Carter. Launches it. And Russell with the 3. Russell's got 5.
This is Russell's game. He is an active and ready shooter off the catch.
Holland gets the bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Second chance shot. And the layup is good by Carter. Carter's got 6 here in the quarter.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
You can tell the moment the pass left his hands, He knew he messed up.
Pass to Brown. Fires the three. And another three for New Orleans.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for Phoenix. 25 points and counting for him.
The Suns, 64.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pelicans trail by 8. Pass to Carter. Trent on the wing. Carter with it. Gets stolen by Johnson. And the Suns pushing it up now. And then Harden with the jam.
This is the offensive onslaught that is James Harden. Just capable of dominating games all by himself.
Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 14 points here in the second half.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Trent for three. Sinks the tray.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
White looking it over. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
Here's Monk. Outside for Russell. Up top, Reed. Johnson with a double team. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. The shot by Russell, no good. Phoenix leading by 9. Harden into the lane.
How about the tenacity from Harden, giving the D no choice but to foul him.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
You know what? They impress me from the mid-range. I mean, understanding that there's more places to shoot than beyond the arc.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. He said to them, you guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Reed. Trent for 3. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Harden. Up and in on the layup. Harden's got 33.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Trent for 3. No luck on that one. The Suns lead by 13. Monk with a steal. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Not just a scorer. Monk is also a quality facilitator for this team.
Harden. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Monk with it. Harden picks him up. Pass to Cornette. Outside Reed. High post Cornette. It's stolen by Johnson. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Mitchell drives in. Right side read. Rebounded by Johnson. Left side, Harden. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Harden's got 10 points in the quarter.
Figuring out ways to score. That is James Harden's specialty. The beard can hurt you inside and out.
Here's Reed. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second one. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Into the lane. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Gary Trent. That's good from Harden.
And one of the most prolific offensive players of his era, James Harden. The Beards led the league in assists and scoring, and very few guys can say that.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Pelicans trail by 17. Monk into the lane. Shoots over White. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on White.
A guy who loves to play at a quick pace. Monk's speed and tenacity can make him very difficult to guard.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Nice shot by Harden. Harden's got 40 points.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throw now.
And the basket by Monk.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
A consistent and standout scorer. It's really no surprise to see Harden making a big impact out there. This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
They get the rebound. Pass to White. Second chance effort.
Suns ball.
Just 4 to shoot. Second shot opportunity.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Suns.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for James Harden.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Stolen by Carter. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside, Williams. Pass to Monk. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on White.
Second personal foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for New Orleans.
And Monk drops them both. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's a 13-point game. And he gets the bucket.
Assist is on.
Harden's got 44.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, but when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're ahead by 15. Guys, your thoughts?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
Also, we've seen some wild finishes in our time. You can't afford to lose focus for just 1 second.
Substitution for your Pelicans.
Here's Harden. And he lays it up and in.
Eric Gordon.
Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily.
I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back. You don't need no one, help you inspire, But I'ma add to you, I'ma give you some best, I'ma add to you. We're on the avenue and I ain't never seen no one bad as you. Maybe I'm savage too, they can't disrespect you, I gladly. I don't play about mine, I don't care. I'm addicted to you and it's clear. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is. Okay, like Kalani's. Roger like Kalani's. Okay, get where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, Now I'm on fire, I need some, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back. You don't need no one, help you inspire, Baby, let's be a movie. Come with me, know that I'm choosy. I need you to back it up. That ain't fast enough. You know I'm man enough. And I don't play about it. You know that I'm proud of it. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is. Okay, like Kalani's. Roger like Kalani's. Okay, get where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, Now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back. You don't need no one, help you inspire,
Can you plug me in?
Tell me what I gotta do to make you feel okay. Tell me what I gotta do to make you wanna stay. Tell me what I gotta do so you don't feel away.